it. It is 2026. Welcome back to Dead Talk. Super excited about this video. This will be the first time I'm ever doing a video like this since I've tweaked my channel a little bit over the last couple months. And so I'm excited to get into this. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I do have specific subgenres of horror that I enjoy more. So going into all these movies is going to be interesting because there are some that I'm going to watch but not particularly excited about watching. And I'm going to kind of tell you guys as we go, just so you can kind of learn a little bit about me and what I like. So if you want to know what great films are coming out in 2026 that you can catch in theaters or on Shudder, then just keep on watching. Okay, the first movie I'm going to talk about is 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. Now, I haven't watched any of the 28 days, years, months, whatever they are, that'll tell you because I've never seen any of them. Not really into any type of apocalyptic zombie movies. However, there have been a few over time that I have enjoyed. But this one, for purposes of this channel, I probably will be watching it and reviewing it. So this movie is being released on January 16th in theaters, and this is the long-awaited conclusion to the Rage virus universe, and it's set decades later, obviously 28 years later, where you have a darker world, a brutal survival, and just kind of a visual of what life might be like in this type of setting. So if this is something that you're interested in, you got to go ahead and check it out. And like I mentioned, I probably will be watching it and doing a review on that one. So next up is Return to Silent Hill. It's being released on January 23rd. And here's another one that I haven't seen any of them, but I have heard that Silent Hill is really good. So I'm thinking about checking them out and then going to see Return of Silent Hill. So this is being released on January 23rd, and it is heavily into the psychological horror symbolism and atmosphere, staying closer to the tone of the games rather than the original movie. So next up, we've got a movie called Iron Lung. It's being released on January 30th in theaters. Iron Lung is based on a viral indie horror game, which again is not something I'm usually into. Probably will not be seeing this film. But this movie is all about claustrophobic tension, isolation, and fear of the unknown, set inside a tiny submarine beneath an alien ocean. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, go check that out on January 30th. So next up, I saw the original Strangers, and that's it. I heard this last one was not good, but The Strangers Chapter 3 is being released on February 6th. This is the final chapter of the Strangers trilogy, and the masked killers return for another brutal home invasion story, and this one is expected to be the darkest and most hopeless entry yet. So we'll see. Gosh, I'm thinking about seeing it, but at the same time, I haven't even seen the second one, and it had such bad reviews that I'm like, do I want to like spend my time wasted watching that? So let me know if you guys want me to review that one, and if you do, I'll go ahead and go check out Chapter 2. All right, so here's one that I'm excited for, and that's Ready or Not, Here I Come. This is being released on April 10th, and I saw the original Ready or Not, and I loved it. It isn't typically the type of horror that I like, and if you haven't been following me for very long, you probably don't know, but my favorite subgenre of horror is psychological thrillers. I do like a lot of the found footage movies, Hell House trilogies. Those are the type of movies that I'm into, more the paranormal, supernatural type of stuff. However, I am into some good slashers. I love teen slashers. Absolutely obsessed with the Saw series. So Ready or Not, I'm excited about it. Again, it comes out April 10th. It brings us back to the deadly games, the dark humor, and the chaotic energy that made the first film such a good one. So I can't wait to see this. I will be reviewing it as well. Now, I also want to put a disclaimer out there that I am not going to be talking about every single film that's going to be released in 2026. I'm sure there will be more that will be coming out. And so I will do another video if I see that there's some new movies added to this list that I think would be worth watching. So be looking out for that. But next up, we're going to go over Evil Dead Burn. So I also love the Evil Dead series. This one is being released on July 24th. So we're going to get it in the summer, which is so fitting for this type of film. It's a very summer-esque movie. I've noticed a lot of them, give you that kind of feel. So I'm excited about this one. If you're a fan of extreme gore, this one is supposed to be super gory, with some demonic possession and nonstop intensity. This next chapter is going to be something you're definitely going to want to watch, and I'm super excited for. All right, next is one I am really excited about. I actually thought this series was done, and that is Insidious 6. Now, the first and second ones were my favorite, and then the Last Key. I really liked the Last Key too. I liked getting the background story of, I can't remember her name off the top of my head right now, but her life as a child and how she became a clairvoyant. So I loved that, and I'm looking forward to this one. We'll see. I don't know. Sometimes when you get into this many of them, it gets kind of old, unless it's Saw. All right. Next, we've got Resident Evil that's being released on September 18th. This is a version that's aiming to return to the survival horror roots of the games, focusing more on tension and atmosphere rather than action. So I haven't seen any of the Resident Evils either, but I've heard they're good. So I'm thinking about checking those out and then seeing this movie. So that's one that I'm anticipating I will probably be doing a review on. And then last but not least, this one I will probably not be watching because it definitely is not in my realm or my cup of tea. And that is Werewolf, being released on Christmas Day 2026. This is expected to be a slow burn historical werewolf horror film that's more folklore and dread with an unsettling atmosphere. But I will probably not be checking that movie out. So yeah, that's that. All right. So next we are going to talk about movies coming out on Shudder. So, first one we're going to talk about is Founders Day. It's being released on January 12th. This one is a very I Know What You Did Last Summer type of vibe, since that takes place during July 4th. This is a voting day in the town. That's probably why it's called Founders Day. It's probably, I don't know. I couldn't tell from the trailer if it's the governor or who they're voting for, but it's a slasher film. Things that are going on in this small town during a political uproar, I guess you could say. So I loved the I Know What You Did Last Summer series, so I'm looking forward to watching this. I will definitely be checking it out. I'll let you guys know if it's good or not. All right, next is The Severed Son. This is a folk horror film about religious extremism, and usually I don't like these type of films. Like, I did not like Midsummer. I think you guys know what movie I'm talking about. I can't even remember the name. Midsummer something. Did not like it. It was just weird to me. But this one looks really good, actually. It kind of has some psychological, it looks like a twist to it, which I do enjoy. So I'm looking forward to this one. I will be checking it out. And it comes out on the same day as Founders Day, so that should be interesting. I'll probably watch them the same day and then do reviews on them right away. All right, next, this one. I'm really looking forward to this one. It looks crazy weird. A lot of body horror, and that is Mother of Flies. That is coming out on January 23rd on Shudder. And when I watched the trailer, it just gave me the Ring vibes. I'm not particularly sure why. I think it's just some of the imagery, like of caterpillars and crawling in your mouth. Like, it just was weird like that. And they, in the trailer, they kept talking about 3 days, how like in the Ring there were 7 days. So I'm really interested to check this movie out. It's got some deeply unsettling visuals, so if you're squeamish, you're not going to want to see this film, but it looks right up my alley, so I'm looking forward to watching that. And then the last one I'm going to be talking about that I know of right now coming out on Shudder this year, which is only through February. And then as, again, we get more release dates, I will do another video. But this one is called The Dead Thing, and it is going to be releasing on Valentine's Day. All right, so this film looks very Valentine's Day-esque. It looks like it's regarding this gal that goes on this dating app to hook up. and she meets up with this guy. And then when she tries to connect with him later, he doesn't remember her. I did see someone else do a review on this movie. I think it was Cody Leach, and he did not like it. Some of the things he said was that he didn't find the characters to be very likable. But it looks really good to me. Like, it looks like something that I would enjoy. It could just not be his cup of tea. So just, that's the one thing that I have to say is, take the things that I'm saying with a grain of salt, the ones that I want to see, the ones that I'm not interested in, because it may be something that you really enjoy. So that's why I am talking about everything, because I want to make sure that you guys hear about everything, whether I'm going to see it or not. So those are some of the top standouts. Quite frankly, I'm not impressed, to be honest with you, with the movie theater releases for this year. I'm going to, obviously, like I said, I'll throw some more videos up if more come out, but I'm not seeing a lot of really exciting stuff to me coming out. And so kind of bummed out about that, but hopefully it changes throughout the year. So that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, again, like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video, which will be a review of these first released films.